This is episode 2 of my investing challenge, investing $1 for every new subscriber to my channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, have a look at the video that I link at the top. In this video, I'll give you a quick introduction of what my challenge looks like and what the rules of my challenge are. And in this video, I'm going to show you in detail what the performance was for my portfolio over the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to share the performance of the Spaceship Universe Portfolio over the last 2 years. So stick around if you want to see the ins and outs of the performance of the Universe Portfolio. And also, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Going right ahead and jumping into our Excel spreadsheet. You can see that we started our investment journey on the 11th of May in 2020. On the left side, you can see all the contributions we made over the last couple of weeks. And it started on the 10th of May, where I contributed the first 103 Australian dollars as a starting balance. And from then on, every Sunday night, the additional amount from the subscribers I gained over that week. On the 7th of May, that were an additional $5. On the 24th of May, another 12, and on the 31st of May, another 18 Australian dollars that I've added to the portfolio, which comes to a total investment of 138 Australian dollars so far. Looking into the right part of the Excel spreadsheet, and that's certainly the more interesting part as well, because it shows what the actual performance was for each week, and it also shows what the actual performance was for our portfolio. Leaving out week 1, because the initial amount that I contributed was a little bit later, so I contributed just for week 2, and looking at Friday 22nd of May, the portfolio shows a total amount of 108.23. And this, even though the performance of that week was actually quite good. However, that money got added to the account on that Thursday, so we really just have the performance from one day. So the 23 cents were actually performance just from that Friday. But going from here, we had exposure to the market basically over the entire time. In the third week, we had a performance of 0.47% and a total amount invested of 120.65. And in the week ending from the 5th of June, we had a total investment of 138.61 and a performance in that week of 0.15%. Looking into the total performance of my portfolio, which is 0.44%, and to be honest, that's not a lot, especially when you see that the market went up quite good over the last couple of weeks. But the main gain in that portfolio actually happened a couple of weeks earlier when all the tech stocks went up. Last, looking into the additional contribution that I made on Sunday. The subscriber count on Sunday 6 p.m. was 143. So we add an additional 5 Australian dollars into the portfolio. If you also want to invest using the app Spaceship Voyager, you can use my referral link in the description below. This way you and I will both get $5 for our investment account. Going into some of the market updates that Spaceship Voyager provides regularly in their newsletter. And first I want to say happy birthday, Spaceship Voyager. Spaceship Voyager turned 2 this month, and I think that's great. It's certainly an occasion to celebrate, and it gives us also a chance to reflect on the performance that both portfolios had over the last 2 years. And starting with the Spaceship Index Portfolio, which is not the one that we are exposed to, but it's one of the investment options that you can choose. The Spaceship Index Portfolio returned 8.69% over the last 12 months up until the 31st of May. And since the start of the fund on the 15th of May 2018, they show that the portfolio had a yearly performance of 8.49%. And now, more interesting for us, how did the Spaceship Index Portfolio perform over the last 2 years? Well, it actually outperformed the index portfolio, and that by quite a lot. The Spaceship Universe Portfolio returned 37.39% over the last 12 months up until the 31st of May, and had a performance of 22.15% per annum for the time since the portfolio started on the 15th of May in 2018. And just a reminder here, past performance does not indicate future performance. However, it's great to see that the portfolio that we chose certainly looks to be the better choice. However, we don't know what the future will bring. Another article that was shared in their newsletter, and I think you can also read it on their blog post, was about 8 money tips that you should think about. And here I'm just gonna share 2. First, just use your own money. So just use the money that you actually have in your bank account and don't go into debt just for some short-term investments. And another one that I really liked was finances should be today's priority. So yeah, don't keep it until the very last day, until you really have to, but think about your financial situation now and try to start planning, creating a budget, whatever you think would be suitable for your financial situation. And last, a very quick market and portfolio update. And they are saying that the Universe portfolio did so well over the last couple of weeks and is actually already at their all-time high because they had no exposure to banks, airlines and energy. So obviously some sectors that did not perform very well over the recent time, but they have, however, a very high exposure to the tech market and to young international companies. And some examples here are the high flyers in US, which is Amazon, Shopify, but also Microsoft and Adobe. And there are also some international companies where they have exposure to, like Alibaba or Tencent. And again, some really good points that they make in their newsletters and also some really good reads. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Until then, bye.